to another video from Dr. Lock. 30-year-old Schlage, original. SH3 key blank. You can see that there. So we're going to make a key for it. A lot of the other ones, so you have to strip them down from the back too. We have no key and there is no retaining hole here, so, and it's raining as well. So let's strip it down. You got this part here which needs to be twisted. Make sure you twist it in the right direction, otherwise it'll break off just like that. I was twisting in the right direction, but it's decided to break off anyway. It's alright, we can repair it. So now we need to slide this bell housing off. As soon as you slide it up, it's going to get stuck on that right there. Put the light here. That right there. So we'll just push that down. That's the retainer to hold the handle on. So we can slide that out. So to get this lock off the door, you actually have to rotate this part once you've got the screws out to allow the latch to come out. Okay, one down. Then it's this standard stripping of the handle. So push it forward, give it a wiggle, try not to lose anything, and try and keep it complete so we can put it back together like that. Okay, once we get to this stage now, pop this one up so we can remove that. There's our cylinder right down there, and there is a retainer somewhere. Where's the retainer? Anyway, let's just keep stripping it. So there's a plate here. I'm going to need to manipulate that off. There we go. Plate's off. Now let's get this housing off. Okay, housing is now off. Now we can get to the cylinder. All that digging. So on these particular type of locks are different to the other ones because you actually have to strip it right down. Get a long screwdriver. Where's my long screwdriver? Yeah. This has not been opened in 30 years, this lock. There we go, just wiggle that up. Now we can get to the spot. So back in the olden days, they used to have these little bits of metal. Now we just have a turn the key push in, which just saves so much time. So you pop that out like that. Then you can wiggle this part out like this. And then we can rotate this part around. So see what's happening here? This needs to be over here. So are they friendly to change? Not really. Not really at all. Let's push that around. We can even dig that out. Okay, finally the cylinder. We have arrived. On the back is just your standard push in with a spring. Geez, I'm glad I didn't have to deal with these on every lock 30 years ago. How slow it would be to have to pull these apart all day, every day. The amount of time, extra time it would have taken the locksmith is quite a bit. So there's our cylinder there. We could shim or we could pick. Let's just try it out. Just picking real quick. Okay, so picking is good. Alright, let's get a folder in this and start to make a key. There we have it, our plug. Let's check out where it is. So, you can see, my guess is probably 34224. 34224. Let's see if I'm right. Silkafatura on. Okay, slide key. One-handed. Brush the sensor. Now for this one here, I don't know the card, so we're going to rely on the machine to actually tell us what card it is once it warms up. See? Loading, loading, loading. Come on. Okay, come on, machine. Okay, let's go search. General, sensitive, link. Yes, H, 3 for Schlage. Search. Yes, no. Pins we went 3, 4. 3, 4, 2, 4. Okay. Give that a quick brush. Alright, got myself there with the wire brush. Right, so there's our newly cut key, and we can see there that the first two are correct and the last one are not. But because we're only making a key here, we can pretty much just dump all the pins. They're 30 years old anyway, and let's just drop in some new pins, so at least then they're going to line up. So we'll go 4, perfect, 4, 5. If the other pins had lined up, I would have kept them, but they didn't, so we'll just dump them. 3, 3, and a 5. Okay, so we've got our new pins in there, we're right to go. Yep, works nicely. Just a little nail. Okay, so now we've got our cylinder, it's all good. We can duplicate another key on the code machine, so we know that's going to be good. Now we're going to put this back together. So first thing is first, go for a spring, go for bouncy pin, put this cap back on, push down this retainer, so this can only kind of go on one way, so we can't really get this wrong, so that's good. So just making sure that pin drops in. Yep, that pin's dropped in. I'm just going to check it's not too tight. Yeah, that seems to be good. Okay, now let's reassemble it. Cylinder. Cylinder goes back in. Okay, horseshoe cutout. See, lucky horseshoe. Horseshoe cutout. Push that in like so. Okay, what do we got next? We got this one. So which way does this go? Let's go for this way. Yep. Now we have this locking part here. So obviously this type of lock is not much fun. Okay, so we've got our retainer there to retain the knob. push that down. We push this up back through here. And just working around till it drops in. And we have this plate we have to manipulate on. It's funny, it just has some way of just going on there. Then we have this part here, so that goes into there like that. Now we have to get this on. Springs go that way, so this goes on like this. That in there, that into there. Giving it a little wiggle, just about to drop it in. Yep, that one's in. The springs are coming out, but that's okay. Okay, so there we go, we found the sweet spot and we got it in. Now we have to push these springs in. Get in there. Come on, spring, don't be like this. Okay, so that spring's in there. Back this one off. Twist, 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 twist. Just manipulating that spring down into there. And that's fighting me all the way. Okay, so now the spring is in. Two springs are in. Housing is down, pushed back. I'm going to check it's spring loaded. Yes. Yes, needs a little bit of lubricant. We'll fix that up in a minute. Okay, the only thing left to do is to put the bell housing back on. Now, these are the threads here, so when we're screwing through the bell housing into this, it's going to kind of hold everything together. The little connecting bit did break off, but I don't think that's going to cause us any trouble. This little part here, that did break off, but it's not going to cause us trouble because it actually all screws together. Screw holes line up, so they'll basically squeeze that to that. So there we have it, locked, unlocked, and that's rekeying a Schlage. And hopefully you don't break the thing off. I don't know why it did that, but yeah, I can also use a little tiny grub screw in there too, a little cam screw, but considering I don't see any need. But you can see how old that is. Look at the grease. Look at this is some sort of, you know, I don't know if that was polished brass or antique, but yeah, 30-40 years old. Anyway, I'm going to spray a little bit of lube in there now, just work it around. Let's say I don't use WD on 40, but on these internal mechanical parts, I see no problem. Look at that, made 100 times better. I would never use it in the cylinder, but on these type of parts, yeah, they're just metal on metal. Okay, thanks for watching.